Hello. This is AJT500 slash down to track 98 slash Eloise Wonderwise slash Helo, and this is the Helogs for June 2025. We're just going to go through this. The Helogs, if you don't know about it, it's pretty much just an update series. Every month I do a Helogs for what I did in the past month, and just go over what I did and then what my plans are for the next month coming up. So, I have my notepad here. So first, Fire Guild War. This one right here, Fire Guild War. This is where I ended up going. We went 3-1 for that. Um, it was kind of okay for me. I kind of mashed on like the first 3 days, and then on the fourth day we just weren't gonna win, so I kind of just went to sleep. I just didn't really play on that, but I mean, Guild War is Guild War. It happened. I had pretty much everything for it, so that was good. I also rolled on like the Soul Invoker banner, but I got Soul Invoker like really early, so I didn't spark on that banner because I didn't need Hawhet, and I don't even remember who else came on that banner. I got a singular bar this seeking month. I didn't farm a ton. A lot of this month was honestly spent testing Siegfried at the very start of the month. That was a lot of my time just on Granblue and in life in general was spent testing and recording stuff for Siegfried weapons. So I didn't really bar farm a ton, but I did bar farm this month, but I just got screwed, and I just didn't get anything from my daily host either, so I just got taken cooked. I did get some sands doing random stuff, so I got 3 sands. I finished my M3s, so my M3s, I finished the five swords for this, and I also finished my 5 Celeste Fists as well. So that's just all done, and I have like all the other miscellaneous weapons too. So I don't really use Magna like a ton, but I just wanted to get it just to have it. So I was full autoing that. I probably will go back to full autoing them eventually as well, just to get anima stockpiled. But yeah, I'm done with all the stuff that I need to farm. Um, Double Christmas Zoe. So I got one Scamcha of Christmas Zoe early in the month, and then I got another one later, which was the 2 that I needed to finish that weapon. So I actually finished this weapon now. So that's usable. I don't play a lot of high level light, but I did put it into my full auto for Agostia, and it did take it down a turn, so that was pretty nice. Um, Sparked Fraud and Ilsa. So this is like kind of the big one. Fraud and Ilsa came out. This is kind of messed up, but this first spark I sparked Ilsa, or I sparked Fra, and then the second one I got a dupe of Fra, and then I sparked Ilsa. Honestly, like I got a lot of moons off of them, but they weren't really good sparks to be honest. I really wish I could have just gotten both the characters off of one spark, but I mean it is what it is. So yeah, I've tested Fra a bit. Yeah, watch the latest stream. I had like a mini rant in there. I'm not gonna do a whole rant on her though, because like a formal rant, because he get it formal because the character is formal. Huh? But yeah, I'm not gonna do like a full formal rant for her because I don't really think it needs it, to be honest. But um, yeah, she's kind of whatever. The main thing is I just feel like besides Luo, there's not really a character in the game right now that does what she needs them to do to work properly. Ilsa, on the other hand, Ilsa seems decent. I don't know if she's like a 10 out of 10, but she seems decent. And but her big standout thing is the weapon, to be honest. Which, speaking of which, I did bar Ilsa's weapon and the third Yatima. I only have one Ilsa weapon, but I did like this is what I'm using for Mugen like right now. Which there's another thing in here too, but I finally barred that third Yatima. I got like way back, and I barred her weapon. So I've been testing that stuff out, and yeah, I bought Grace Velger. So FOD, by the way, when you see this, I'm waiting for that Zosimos big dog. If anyone sees this again, because people keep asking me, hey, when are you going to start farming bullets? I already had these bullets for like a year. I got them for Raziel Gun before, but Raziel Gun is dog water, so I just haven't used them for anything. But I've been sitting on the bullets since Raziel Gun came out. I just never bought Race Velger because I didn't see the need to. But I bought it now because I had 300 plus moons, and Ilsa goes well with Race Velger, so yeah. Um, Besides that though, I optimized some artifacts. So the main thing I've been optimizing is this stuff for the story event that's right now, I've been optimizing Folia and Dante specifically because I need this normal attack damage, or this normal attack damage cap. And I got some really good rolls on Folia's and specifically Dante's, because Dante I hit a 4 roll on his to get all the way up to 7.4, which is really good. I would caution you to, if you have any of these artifacts with these normal attack damage cap, to not get rid of these. I think the skill damage one is still kind of suspect, and the CA damage one is kind of suspect because there's not a lot of characters that just CA and just don't do anything after them, but there are characters that do that, like for example like Octo. But if you want to be safe, just save all 3 types. But specifically the normal attack one I think is the most prevalent, just because you have a lot of characters like Dante or Folia that, especially if you're playing like with Folia's assassin, this normal attack damage cap is really powerful. Like really strong. It's really strong. It's literally make or break on this setup, whether or not it's 1% or it's dead. So yeah, it's very strong. Like I'm seeing numbers from Folia went up from numbers of like low 4.2 to midway through 4.3, and then Dante I'm seeing like from 4.4 up to 4.6 with his artifact. So the damage cap on the assassin is really strong. But there are some characters like Sarasa who I don't think really plays well with that, because she also nukes as well. So I found, like for her, I found Amp has been really good for Sarasa. Even more so than just normal attack damage cap without the caveats to it. So just learning a little bit more about artifacts, which also goes kind of into my goals. I would like more bars, especially because I barred 3 Sieg weapons and Ilsa weapon and a 30 Ultima. So I got to make up a lot of bars that I spent. But also I just didn't get any bars this month, so kind of need bars. And I'm definitely seeing more and more as I optimize more and more stuff, the value of getting the 10 sands per month. I know people don't want to hear that, but it's really strong. I'm also like, I know a lot of people will focus their artifacts for the guild war that's coming up, but honestly I'm still kind of a firm believer of just sticking with trying to spam. If you don't know, pretty much depending on the element of the raid, that raid is more weighted to dropping that type of artifact. So usually I'm always hitting Galleon on Sunday during the reset to try and get artifacts for Earth. That, me personally, I think that's the best way to do it, because you can still get artifacts for other elements as well. And I feel like artifacts are they're so spontaneous that when you try and split yourself up for every single guild war, you're just going to end up with like subpar stuff. You may get lucky, but I feel like for the most part you're going to get hit with more subpar stuff. And me personally, I don't want to fall behind like ever in Earth, so I want to focus Earth more. So that's just how I want to do it, but I guess you don't have to do that. You don't have to listen to me, but that's just what I'm doing personally. So I'm going to continue focusing on Earth because I want to optimize Earth to the fullest. But yeah, so I'm going to start trying to work on sands. I'm going to try putting this Racevelger to good use. I've been mowing down, thinking Mugen's gunning him down in the street, bro, because I hate Mugen. I hate that fight in general, and I've been waiting to thinking blast him with a Racevelger for months. So I've been having fun with that. But yeah, I mean, that's pretty much the Helogs. I'm just going to try and get more bars, get more sands. The usual stuff for me. I'm doing the boxing event now because I just need a lot of berries to do those bars and sands. So yeah. But we'll see what July comes. It's going to have more summer characters, so there'll probably be sparks during that joint too. So we'll see. But yeah, that's pretty much it for this Helogs. We'll see what happens in July, and that's it. So thanks for watching. Thanks for the support as always, and bye bye. Oh yeah, quick addendum. I feel like I've done this with everybody else. But thank you, Umikin, for joining me again for the post, or the pre-Guild War ramble for Fire Guild War this time. It was a lot of fun. I want to continue with the whole guest thing. I think a lot of people like the collabs and stuff, and I do like talking to people, especially people that don't talk normally. I think it's pretty cool just to see people in the Granblue community and talk to them. So, yeah, thank you again for joining me. I am sorry that you got hit by Hot into Fraw, but at least you got top 2K. You never have to do it again. Congrats, Umiken. Congrats. But yeah, that's it. That's the only addendum I had. So again, thanks for watching. Thanks for the support, and bye bye. Okay, one more addendum, hot off the presses. So if you guys were in the stream that was like an hour or two ago, uh I was falling into artifact gotcha addiction because I love hitting high artifacts, bro, and I couldn't help myself. I really wanted to reroll Folias again, bro, and Folia's about to end up on the home screen, bro. I could fucking smooch this chick, bro. Look at this first seeking roll, my guy. 8.2 damage cap on this chick. God dang. And it went into taking triple attack too. This was literally the best thing it could have gone into for the last roll. I mean, granted, I would have liked it if it hit like 5 on this joint, but 4 is very good. But now look at this joint, bro. Look at this. Look here. Listen. Listen. Look at this joint, bro. Look at this joint. Look at this. I don't even need Sarasa in the front anymore. Oh my god. Oh my god, it's Seeking dead. It's Seeking dead, bro. Holy mother of God. Holy bruh. Also, just to go over, just for reference, so I have it for my own reference since this is the Helogs, this is this Necromancer setup that I've been working with. This Necromancer setup is disgusting, by the way. Bro, I've tried so many weapons in this slot because Sarasa doesn't really get a whole lot of benefit out of this staff, but everyone else does, and it's very hard to put anything else in here that beats the staff. I'm not gonna kid. And also, this is the setup where I was like almost about a 250 this Titan just to get extra 10% down here, but I got through it with the artifacts instead. I really wish we had like our Rebirth summon or something instead of Belial, because that would have helped a lot too. But again, I'm gonna go over these seeking artifacts and stuff just for my own future reference. This Dante, oh my god. And it's crazy too, bro. Whenever I mentioned this when I was streaming too, that whenever Earth Records comes around, I'm straight up gonna treat that joint like it's a freaking Savage tier or an Ultimate on Final Fantasy, because there's so many. Not only do I need so many rings, I need so many earrings, I need so many, I need so many. I need so many, dude. I need so many, man. I need so many for Earth. Oh yeah, and also Sarasa doesn't have her crit. She doesn't have her crit in here right now either. Just because I wanted to test it for that run. So she doesn't need to be in the front to apply defense down, and she doesn't need the crit variance on this either. I'm probably going to swap her back to the front just for safety, because I'm sure it would probably fail at some point anyway, just on some random stupid mess. But yeah, I just wanted to do that for testing purposes. And also, I tried Diantha here a lot. That wasn't better than Lobelia. But yeah, man, Folia, dude, I've only had Froth for less than 24 hours, man. But she's got to get replaced, dude. She's got to get replaced. Where the heck's Folia at, man? Holy man, dude. Oh my god, man. Jesus, I can't believe she hit. I was scrounging for artifacts to make the reroll mats, like the reset mats, and I scrounged up like 30 of them. Literally first roll I came back and I got this roll. I was flabbergasted, bro. Dude, 8.2% in a damage cap just for having this joint on you is disgusting. That's gross. That's nasty. That's nasty. But yeah, anyway, I love Folia. This ring's finally coming through. Man, how the times have changed. I remember how I used to call Folia trash. I remember that somebody, I think it was like a Buki or somebody, made a tiki meme about how I said, hey, I love Folia. She's kawaii. She reminds me of Nia, but her kit is dog water. Her kit is still dog water, but this is good. this is good, and I love her for getting this normal attack damage cap, bro. But yeah, I love Folia, man. She's on the home screen. Anyway, there's your addendum, your second addendum for this. I gotta render the video now because my video was literally like 98% being done rendering when I did that roll, and I'm like, this has to go as an addendum. It has to. So anyway, there we go. I'll re-render this and I'll put it back up. Anyway, see ya. Bye.